Welcome to a new live stream. We are live. Sorry, guys, I was a little bit busy and I got a phone call before the live stream. Unfortunately, it is, yeah, it is my birthday today. Here we go, and I get a lot of greetings from the families. And of course, we're gonna see what's going on today in NASDAQ. So let me which YouTube is working here. Here we go. Okay. All right, guys. So who do we have today? Amir, welcome, and Arcane Tesla, please. Of course, we're gonna do this. Yep. So we're gonna see, of course, what do we have. Basically, thank you, man. Thank you. Um, yeah. So what's going on in Nasdaq today? So we're gonna see, of course, with the market opening in 10 minutes. And we have potentially, of course, yesterday seen this drop down. We saw, of course, invalidation for any kind of scenario in this area. And we are looking for an A, B, and a C potentially to test the one-to-one fib level at the 17,600. So we're going to see this how is going to unfold unless, of course, we see higher prices again. And this will, of course, open a new scenario, which is, of course, a triangle here. A, B, C, D, and an E. And that because we have, of course, failed to take the low so far, unless we're still looking or aiming to take it. Don't forget that you are impulsive. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially. Your wave 5 is still to unfold toward the downside as an A, B, and a C. And after this scenario, of course, you will be finishing here a corrective wave for the wave 2 in an leading diagonal, right? For a wave 2, meaning a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. So we're gonna see, of course, what's going on. Amir, I'm good, bro. Thank you very much. I hope that you are doing well as well today. So we're gonna see as well SPX. So this is what we are expecting in Nasdaq. Basically, we're still looking for one more low, unless of course we move higher and we invalidate. So the level to watch is this one. So invalidation of lower prices. Yeah. So meaning if you take this price here, you're gonna kind of like confirm that you will not take lower prices again because of course, I mean, you can retrace, but meaning you will not take this low. Yeah? If we take this yellow line again. And that because of course 1, 2, 3, your wave 4 is not allowed to invalidate, meaning of course this has transformed to 3 ways, and then you're looking for 3 ways up, potentially later on getting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Yeah, let's take a look as well on the SPX. So for the SPX, we have, of course, a wave 1, potentially wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The same almost scenario that we had yesterday. We have invalidated all the scenarios inside this triangle, where we have a triangle here. And potentially we're looking for ABC toward the downside to hit the 1-to-1 fib level, 1.05. And of course as an ABC in a wave 2 for a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're gonna see how this is gonna unfold unless, again, potential triangle is still there, where you have finished 3 waves up, triangle for a wave B, and then continuation again toward the upside. Yeah, nobody knows. So it can be, of course, a big ABC unfolding here as well. Please analysis DXY. Yeah, okay, we're gonna take a look as well at DXY. Let me just give also some insights for the key levels that we need to watch. So basically, the next key level to watch is, of course, is this area. Since you are, of course, in a wave C1, 2, and then 3, you're looking currently for a wave 4 and a 5 to hit, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level. Okay, so this is, of course, key level to be watched. This is invalidation of a bearish. It means, of course, bearish impulse. This impulse, and yeah, potentially we're looking for this wave 2. Yeah, so meaning one more leg with a wave 4 and a 5. Yeah. Your wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, perfect. So basically, your wave 2 time is gonna take almost the double time for wave 4. So we need to see something like this, A, B, C, and then moving towards the downside. But if this crossroad continues toward the upside, therefore you got the invalidation, meaning something else is unfolding. Be careful from a triangle, of course, for a wave E. And a triangle, of course, still can be a massive move towards the downside. But we're gonna see, of course, breaking this high in a triangle, of course, is an invalidation of any triangle, and you're moving in A, B, and a C towards the upside. Very critical price. But yeah, basically, this is what we are looking for right now. Let's watch this price. This is a key level. This is gonna give us a lot of answers. Currently, target is this one. Preventing the price is this one here. Yeah, so the price is following. Here we go. We want to prevent, in case you are looking for this target, of course. In case you're looking for higher so far, you would like to take this price. Very simple. Yep, so what is next? DXY. Okay, yeah, important thing to take a look as well at the DXY. Let's see. DXY, maybe we get something, okay. I think the index here, which one is the best? DXY, I think, yeah, this one I was here before and already analyzed. So here we go. What do we have on the DXY? Okay, a lot of sideways, but okay, so we have potential W, X, and a Y, okay, because you have three waves. You have also kind of like a zigzag here, and you have another three waves toward the downside. So WXY is finished. Currently, we are in a potential A, B, C, and then A, B, and a C, yeah. And that because, of course, we cannot count something impulsive here or a leading diagonal. And that because your wave 5 is potentially longer than your wave 3. Yeah. Let me check. 1, 2. Oh, no. This is a wave 3, actually. This is your wave 3. Let me check. It looks like an impulse, actually. Let me check. Okay. Wave 4 interfered with the zone 1. Okay, I was checking if this was a 1, 2, and then we're looking for wave 3. Your wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with the zone 1. And this is exactly what happened. Therefore, you start to think, in this case scenario, was different option. What if we have a leading diagonal? But a leading diagonal is not possible, maybe because, of course, the wave 3 is longer than the wave 1. Yep, so these are the potential here for this scenario. Basically, it is a corrective wave where you have an A, B, and a C finish. This is a wave C, and then three waves down, and of course, potential wave B overshooting, and we might see, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what it was expected, and it looks like it is unfolding perfectly. So if we move on the 2-hour chart to see the last move here, as you can see, we were expecting, we need even lower, I think, to see this price action. Okay, daily then. On the daily, you can see it. Here we go. You have a 1, and then W, X, and a Y for a wave 2. And then you're moving now, possibly impulsively toward the downside for a wave 3. So 1, W, X, Y for wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. To finish, of course, an A, B, C, another A, B, and a C, and potentially looking for higher later on. Why? Because, of course, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. These are the possibilities for the D, X, and a Y. Arcane, Tesla, please. All right. With a pleasure, man. Let's do Tesla. All right. So basically on Tesla, we are looking at the following scenario, right? So basically in Tesla, I would say that nothing is really impulsive in Tesla. I know that you're looking for a very high, but look at the fib levels, guys. If you take the wave 1 here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finish wave 1. You have ABC for a wave 2. Well, after this wave 2, anyway, the wave 2 did not reach the 0.38, meaning if you have your wave 1 starting from here to the top, you did not reach the 0.38, and this is a, well, strength for the price, but it is a weakness for continuation. Yeah, this is a problem because a wave 2 needs to reach the 0.38 and then moving toward the upside for a wave 3. Now your wave 3 has been given, let's say in an impulse. You can see that you hit the 1-to-1 fib level and you did not hit the 1.23, meaning, let's zoom in a little bit here. You can see the 1-to-1 fib level as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 has hit only the 1-to-1 fib level. This is a correction, A, B, and a C. And therefore, we are not in an impulse in a higher potential here. Higher possibility is that you are in an A, B, and a C finish, 3 waves toward the upside. You're looking for 3 waves down and then continuation for higher prices later on. And those 3 waves down are, of course, A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, hitting the 1.38, 1.618. So basically, Tesla, I would say, be careful. It doesn't look that perfect right now. Let's move on the 2-hour chart, and of course to check, of course, the latest move here. So as you has realized, this move here is already impulsive, yeah, and it might be your wave 1, 2, and then continuation towards the downside. Why impulsive? Because as you can see, there is a big gap here, a huge gap, right? And this is your wave 3, and that means, of course, definitely it is an impulse. And we are looking here at a potential 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you're looking at the wave 3. This wave 3 is a double 1, 2 formation, 3, 4, and a 5. You're still looking for a wave 5 in the yellow here to finish, of course, after the wave 4 in the white, sorry, and then finishing a wave 3 in the yellow, meaning 1, 2, and then 3. You're still looking for 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 because you have double 1, 2s. And this might represent only your wave 1 for an impulse towards the downside or a diagonal, because the target is this blue zone, yeah, as an A, B, and a C, 1.38 in confluence with a 0.5. Of course, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the downside, ending diagonal and hitting those targets perfectly. Nobody knows, yeah. It can be, of course, an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It can turn to something else, hitting the 1.618, and then moving toward the upside. Yeah? But basically, I still look for lower for Tesla. And on the 1-hour chart as well, you can see, of course, invalidation of the bearish scenario. Currently, you are in the white wave 4. And that means, of course, let me check. Yeah, that means, of course, that the invalidation is in this area, okay? 374, meaning you need the price to go up to this area to start to think about something bullish. Because if it moves high all the time, it still can, of course, has a potential for lower. Why? Because if this turns into 3 waves rather than impulse, without invalidation, you might still have a correction and move continuously toward the downside in WX and a Y. And this can transform to a zigzag wave Y. Yeah. So these are the potentials as well for Tesla. Next, what do we have next? The gold. Someone today wrote me in the comment, please also do the gold. At least a very quick overview. So the gold, guys, is rising like crazy. We have, of course, 3,300, and even we reach already higher as expected. Here we go. We reach our wave 3, and potentially we finished our wave 5 here, and the main wave 3. So in the blue zone, as expected, very nicely hit, but we still looking for the following prices. So what are the scenarios in the gold? The gold is in a very, very bullish scenarios. Let me just get the all-time history very nicely to see what do I mean. Here we go. So first we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's a leading diagonal toward the upside potentially, where you have 1, 2, 3 as a zigzag, of course, 4 and a 5. Now the zigzag or a wave 3 has to hit the 0.886, 0.786, which we already did, of course, in that scenario. Let me recheck the fib levels. It looks like it was moved here by mistake. Okay, yeah, here we go. And let me add the snapping. Here we go. Yep, sometimes with a trading view it moves a lot. Let me just draw it back again. So wave 5 as diagonal. Here we go. And let me just reverse it. All right, so basically, yeah, you would like to see, okay, it was true actually. You would like to hit, of course, this blue box, and between, of course, those fib levels, and now we hit perfectly, of course, the 0.786. I mentioned before that, of course, if we see continuation towards the upside, and we see, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level, which is very huge price action here, that might unfold something else, guys. It might unfold, of course, something like a very, very bullish, which it can be, of course, a big impulse towards the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, yeah, which is the next level, 1.618. Yeah. Now, only if we break the 1-to-1 fib level. Now, basically, you have finished here internally. You finish, of course, an impulse. So if we move a little bit inside it, you have finished, of course, a wave 5 here. Your wave 5 is the following scenario. Here we go. This one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning, if we zoom in, inside this final wave 5, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 already finished. Yeah, potentially finishing all the scenarios there. Yeah. So in this case, you are looking as well for this wave 5 to be done and finished. So potentially we want to move towards the downside, guys. So we have to be careful with the gold, unless something, of course, a very fundamental still bring the gold very, very high impulsively. Yeah, to finish a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 even is a very, very potential. Yeah. So yeah, you have to be, of course, be careful as well. I think even it can reach the 3,500 1-to-1 fib level, taken, of course, from this wave 1 here, where you have a wave 1. I'm gonna show you exactly what do I mean. This wave 1 here, based on the wave 3, gives you this target. Yeah, 1-to-1 fib level can be reached very easily as well. And that means if you reach the 3,000 here, in confluence, of course, with a big target is a 0.786 for this move towards the upside as a wave 3 in diagonal. If we pass it, okay, therefore we have start to think about something else. Don't forget there is a scenario as well as 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so this is also very, very possible for the gold. Yep, so that was it for the live short stream for today for the daily Nasdaq, Tesla, and gold. I hope that you like it, guys. Don't forget also to press the like button to support the channel to survive. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. I wish you a nice trading day. Bye-bye.